experience, confidence, raw talent. The Dodgers seemingly have it all. And after 7 straight NL West division titles, they are the popular choice to win their 8th. So who will end their reign? Pham hits it in the air to left field. Hilliard going back at the wall. It's gone! Down Interstate 5, there's a team and a town hoping to stake their claim to the NL West in 2020. San Diego boasts an offense that has ignited out of the gates with contributions coming throughout their lineup. Tonight, the two teams square off for the first time, each hoping to make a statement that they are the best in the West. So who really wants the division? Let the battle begin. The Padres are happy to be back home again at Petco Park as they welcome division foe, the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's game 1 of a 3-game series between the Dodgers and the Padres. Well, Tommy Pham has been swinging a hot bat lately in the last 4 games. 8 for 16 with a home run, 6 RBIs, and an OPS well over 1,000. This is a pretty big matchup here as Cody Bellinger and the Dodgers are here, and this is a look at the NL West and the standings. The Dodgers right now are 7-3, while the Padres are 6-4, just a game in between these two teams. And tonight, the first of 3. Welcome inside the broadcast booth here at Petco Park. Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres baseball. Well, the Padres are ready to match up here against the LA Dodgers. Always fun when these two get together, and the Padres have the rotation set up so their best go in all 3 games.
This is exactly the way the Padres want it. You want to know how good you are against the Los Angeles Dodgers? They're going to win some ball games. Chris Paddock, last year, 3 starts all at Dodger Stadium, 12 runs in 14 innings. This will be his first start here at Petco Park where he pitches really, really well. He fires strikes, pumps the strike zone. Dinelson Lamet. The one thing about Dinelson Lamet is this. He's got a chance to be really, really good at 1-2 punch. He's got swing and miss stuff. Garrett Richards coming back from Tommy John surgery. That boils down to this. All 3 of these guys we're talking about, swing and miss stuff, and collectively done a 2.27 ERA and 37 strikeouts in 6 starts. That's pretty awesome. Walker Buehler toes the slab for the Los Angeles Dodgers tonight. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to be honest with you. This is a man pitching to boys right here. 4-0 record, a .64 ERA. Now he throws 3 different kinds of fastballs. The 2-seamer, the 4-seamer, and also the cut fastball. But why does he have so many strikeouts and why is he so good, only hitting 141 off of them? He can throw the ball exactly where he wants to. He's a power pitcher with great location with all of his pitches. This kid's really, really special.
Well, the Dodgers, very good already. They add Mookie Betts and are even better, and he is going to be a Dodger for a very long time, as it turns out. How about 12 years long?
Is it really fair? I mean, the Dodgers getting a guy like Mookie Betts, I mean, they're good anyway. They've won all those National League West titles, so they're trying to add on to winning another one as Mookie Betts comes to play. He's an all-star, Gold Glove, Silver Slugger. He's an MVP. You know what? The shame is for the Dodgers. He had a 7-game winning streak, or hitting streak rather, and then he hurt his finger. But this is what they're missing. Outfield ranks first in a lot of categories. He's 4th. He can do it all. He's a one great player for the Dodgers.
Coming up, Bob Scanlon will join us next on Chris Paddock. How will he silence the high-powered Dodgers? We'll find out next from Petco Park on Fox Sports San Diego.
Chris Paddock getting ready for game 1 of a 3-game set against the Dodgers, and everybody in baseball knows that when Chris Paddock has his changeup going, he's one of the toughest pitchers in all of Major League Baseball. But when he doesn't have his changeup, well, guess what? He's still one of the toughest pitchers in all of Major League Baseball, and he proved it in his last outing against the Giants. He did not have that changeup command right from the beginning. He had control, he was throwing it in the zone, but he wasn't able to locate it where he wanted to, like this 2-strike mistake to Mike Yastrzemski. And meant to be away, it ends up in and ends up in the McCovey Cove. So what does Chris do? He digs down deep. He gets with Austin Hedges. They come up with a new game plan. They start showing the changeup for go, but going to the fastball to get people out. Locating it perfectly and proving what you have to do as an ace. When you don't have your best stuff, you still get the job done. He will have the toughness tonight. Hopefully he has the fastball command and changeup to go with it to get some revenge against a Dodger team that has had his number in the past. Padres happy to be back at home wearing the whites with brown pinstripes. They're going up against the Dodgers. Padres-Dodgers first pitch. Coming up next right here on Fox Sports San Diego.
Fox Sports San Diego presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Sequan. Book your staycation today in the exciting new Padres Hotel Suite at Sequan Casino Resort. by BMW. See a San Diego County BMW Center today for exceptional offers, or visit sdcountybmw.com. By Chick-fil-A. If the Padres turn a double play, you win a free breakfast entree at Chick-fil-A tomorrow. Open your Chick-fil-A app before the game ends to claim the free reward. And by SDG&E, who reminds you to be safe with natural gas and electricity. For more information and tips to stay safe, visit sdge.com/safety. It is a beautiful night. Glad to be back in San Diego. The Padres are home again at Petco Park to welcome in the LA Dodgers. And it's time now for the weather report, brought to you by our always sunny San Diego County Honda dealers. 71 degrees, westerly breeze at 6 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy, the forecast for the remainder of the night. But I got to tell you, as this game starts, there's not a cloud in the sky at Petco Park.
Clear as a bell, Donnie.
Time now for Saquon Pick the Stick. Fans, you decide who you're with by tweeting out hashtag I'm with the last name of the broadcaster you think has the best pick. If you're right, you win an entry into a weekly drawing for a 2-night stay in the new Padres Hotel Suite with a $100 resort credit and a day bet at the retreat pool at Saquon. Must be 21 and older to win. Dave Roberts and his LA Dodgers in town for the first of 3, with Peterson leading it off. He'll be in right. It's Max Muncy at second, Justin Turner at third base, Cody Bellinger's in center, A.J. Pollock in left, Corey Seager is the DH with Chris Taylor at short, Matt Beatty at first, and Will Smith does the catching. On the mound is Chris Paddock getting ready for his third start.
And the 24-year-old, he's got to be fired up. He's got to stay within himself. There you see this season's numbers. Only 2 starts with the 1-0 record. The very nice ERA, 1.64. You know, Chris likes to pitch here at Petco Park. It's been a different story at Dodger Stadium. 3 starts, 12 runs, 14 1/3 innings up at LA. Hopefully he can turn it around here tonight.
So Paddock ready to work here to Jock Peterson leading it off for the Dodgers. Swinging to the first pitch is Peterson, sending one out towards deep left center field. Back goes Pham at the wall. That ball is gone. How about a first pitch swinging home run for Jock Peterson and the Dodgers, who start quickly tonight on top 1-0.
How can you not say wow on that? And one thing just comes to mind. These Dodger hitters know that Chris Paddock likes to fire first pitch fastballs for strikes. He likes to fill up that strike zone, get ahead. That's why he's got the 71.4% first pitch strike rate last year, led the majors. So why not hunt the fastball? And even though Peterson doesn't pull it, this ball goes a long way to the opposite field. And just like that, the Dodgers are on the board. Wow.
Well, Paddock's going to find his bearings here in the first inning as Max Muncy stands in. And he'll take strike 1. That's going to be tough to shake off, Mud.
You know, okay, you're absolutely right. But knowing Chris Paddock, you know, he's always up for a challenge. You figure to yourself, okay, convince yourself that was a fluke. I'm going to forget about it. Is Chris Paddock able to do that? I think he is.
1-1 pitch in there for strike 2.
I mean, first pitch of the game. It's one thing working in full and then, right? But the first pitch of the game gone?
First thing you serve up.
Yeah.
1-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. Good way to come back. Strikes out Max Muncy for the first out.
And there's the changeup. Chris is going to know that these Dodger hitters love to hit the fastball, okay? That's a given. Will he be able to spot the fastball and throw that changeup when he wants to, like that one right there to Muncy? That was a dandy for the strikeout. And like you said, Don, it's a nice way to bounce back.
1 out brings up Justin Turner. 11 for 39 out of the gate at 282. No homers, 8 runs batted in the first 10 games. Last year, if his current contract with the Dodgers, would be a free agent in the offseason. Slap foul off to the right, out of play.
It's good to have the home team at home.
Yes.
Isn't it?
It's good to have baseball on this field.
Yes.
Yeah. In the dirt and picked by Hedges. Austin getting the start in tonight's game. That was the first leadoff home run of the season for the Dodgers.
You know, it's going to be interesting this offseason, Don. You mentioned how Turner's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. He's 35 years old. How many teams out there are going to want a 35-year-old, 36-year-old third baseman? I mean, I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be tough anyway going into this year as a free agent coming off this year. Swing and a miss, and back-to-back strikeouts for Paddock. Nicely done. After the home run, he strikes out Muncy, then Turner, 2 down.
All right, well, maybe the home run made him mad. Maybe Chris Paddock is really ticked off. Strikeout to Muncy on the changeup. He goes after Turner. That ball is way by him there. And it's the four-seamer. Look at the run on that pitch. Up and in to get Turner.
Two down for Cody Bellinger. He's had a tough start. In fact, he's trying to bunt his way on. Paddock picks and throws in time to get Bellinger. A home run for Peterson. The Dodgers lead it 1-0. First on top, 1-0. Padres coming up in the bottom of the first inning. Check out Jace Tingler starting 9 for the Padres, and this lineup is brought to you by Mozzie Heating and Air. Fernando Tatis Jr. at shortstop with Trent Grisham batting second, and in center field Manny Machado in the 3 spot at third base. Tommy Pham's in left with Jake Cronenworth with another start at first base. Will Myers in right field. Abraham Almonte added to the roster. He's the DH. Austin Hedges does the catching, and Jerkson Profar at second base rounds out the starting 9 for the San Diego Padres as Tatis swings at the first pitch and hits it in the air to center field. Cody Bellinger wanders in and takes care of out number 1. On the mound is Walker Buehler.
26-year-old making his second start. I'll tell you what, the kind of year he had last year after winning 14 games, an ICRE of 3.26. Lefties hit 216 off him. Righties only hit 231. Here you see the numbers. Opponents hitting 214. He's been throwing more off-speed pitches lately. He does throw 3 fastballs, the 4-seamer, the 2-seamer, and the cutter. But this guy's very, very aggressive in the zone. But last start, more off-speed stuff from the right-hander.
There's Trent Grisham. He's done some of his best work from this spot in the order. Batting second, he's got 3 homers, 6 RBIs, and a .263 average. He's 10 hits so far in the year and 38 plate appearances. Rolls it foul outside of first.
Well, the thing I really like about Walker Buehler is that he goes from the full windup and he really gets that frame of his going. He's not all that big, but he's got a lot of punch in that delivery and tremendous arm speed. And he can get that ball out in front and manipulate it and spin it.
In the air to right field for Trent Grisham. That is deep, far, and very gone. An answer for the Padres at the bottom of the first inning. Jock Peterson with a home run in the top of the first. Trent Grisham answers for the Padres in the bottom of the first. And we're tied at 1. Fourth home run for Grisham.
Boy, what an acquisition for San Diego. He takes that looks like a cut fastball. Cut fastball right down the middle. Everything is in sync. And he knew it, just like the other ones he has hit up to this point. You know, last year, Buehler gave up 20 home runs in 33 starts. 30 starts, and I tell you what, that ball was crushed.
1 out, tie game. And here's Manny Machado. Look out, that goes flying into the Dodgers dugout as it's fouled back to the screen. retrieve that bat for Manny, although he's going to use that one. I thought they were going to give him another one, but he'll go with the one that he had. A little work to it. Walker Buehler is going to go somewhere between 75 and 80 pitches tonight. Apparently is going to be his limit. Buehler only threw 56 pitches in his season debut against the Astros. Allowed 2 runs and 3 2/3, picked up a no decision. What turned out to be a 5-2 Dodgers win.
If the Padres can jump on the fastball early, kind of like they did with Chris Paddock, we could have an interesting game here. Then he starts maybe going to off-speed stuff and misses. Try to work some counts like the first week of the ball season that these Padres did a fine job at the plate, working the count.
The 1-1 to Manny. Foul back to the screen, 1-2, and that's 97 from Buehler, looking awfully easy.
Yeah, that's coming in hot. He'll go 95 to 97. We saw the cut fastball. He'll also use the two-seamer down and into the righty, away from the lefty.
Four career starts against the Padres. He's 4-0 with a nifty 0.64 ERA. That works out to 2 earned runs in 28 innings pitched.
It's ridiculous. He gets a lot of swings and misses on that slider we just saw, but the last few he's thrown, it's off the plate enough to where Manny Machado and other hitters possibly can take. It's the one that starts on the plate and then just ends off the plate that's tough to lay off.
Machado takes ball 4 and heads on down to first base with 1 away.
Let's take a look at the Dodger defense behind Walker Buehler. In left field, A.J. Pollock. In center field, Cody Bellinger. Jack Peterson, who homered, is in right. Justin Turner at third base. Chris Taylor at shortstop, with Seager DHing tonight. Max Muncy at second base. Matt Beatty at first. Will Smith behind the plate, putting down the signs for Walker Buehler.
1-1 game, 1 out. Machado at first and Tommy Pham the hitter. Well, exactly 1 year ago on Monday, Buehler tossed a complete game against the Padres at Dodger Stadium. Not only 1 run, had 15 strikeouts and no walks. As Pham starts to heat it up here for the Padres offensively. Saw the 306 average now for Pham, 11 for 36. And a pretty good series in Colorado. Down to third, nicely picked by Turner. Gets up, has one play, it's at first, and it's not in time. Beating it out is Tommy Pham. Everybody's safe. Nice pick down there by Turner, but he was so deeply situated down there at third base. Going to be a long throw, and Pham was flying down the line.
Spectacular play to his right, 1-2. Now, that's the difference. He has to spin all the way. Did you see a little bit of delay there in his glove on the grip? Just a little bit. And Don, as you mentioned, Tommy Pham, he could smell that infield single with the best of them. He went full bore right out of the box. Here's the little bobble in the glove. Just right about there. Just as he made the grip on it and just beats it out. That's the difference in that play.
Dodgers are challenging the play at first. So they will take a look at this play at first base. It was close.
I'll be honest with you, Don. Even from up here, I was watching it live down in the field. I wasn't watching the TV. Even from up here, I thought he was safe. Oh, maybe he wasn't. Wow.
I got out.
I got out.
No.
I was wrong. Wow.
It's amazing how different looks can give you different looks.
Yeah.
Because the first one I thought he was safe.
So did I.
Second one, not so much.
What a great play by Justin Turner.
Well, it really was. So they're checking it over here, and we'll see. It would be, if it is overturned, out number 2 of the inning. Machado headed to second base. He's in scoring position. As the umpires check it out here. A pair of solo home runs early in this one. And he is now out. The call is overturned. So no hit for Pham. Retired 5-3 on a spectacular play by Turner down there at third base. So call overturned. Certainly worthy of a challenge. They don't lose their challenge. Two down in the inning. Machado at second base, and here's Jake Cronenworth. You know, he has been playing so well that he has moved on up this lineup and now is batting in the 5 spot in the Padres order. He's been fun to watch. Never played in the big leagues before. Eric Hosmer on the IL. Gets a chance to play a little bit. 4 for 10 so far.
Doesn't seem to be phased one bit. Pretty much the philosophy, hey, I don't care if it's Walker Buehler or Ferris Bueller out there. I'm going to see the ball and hit the ball.
Machado's walking lead off second base. This one is fouled off to the left out of play. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego County Honda dealers.
All right, let's look at those keys, shall we? Zeros from the pen, from the Padres pen. Hopefully they've got a lead, maybe in the 6th or 7th, whatever. Go out there and throw some goose eggs. And early day off for Buehler. Don mentioned a little bit ago his last outing, 3 2/3 innings of work against Houston. Hopefully the Padres can turn it.
Machado took off for third. He gets there, stealing third base.
Not even close.
That was a delayed steal. He didn't take off initially. It's kind of like, nobody's paying attention to me, so I'm going to move on over. And he did.
You're right, Don. Shuffle, shuffle. Ball in the hitting area. Got to go. Nice delayed steal.
That was to perfection right there. Cronenworth will pop it up foul off to the left out of play. It's that 2-hop and run thing.
Yep.
He's 90 feet away now.
Plus with Turner off the bag the way he was.
Yes. Yeah, they were definitely caught surprised.
Yeah, Will Smith behind the plate would be have to throw in to Justin Turner on the move, covering third base.
Pitch 20 of the first inning for Buehler. And it is popped up, foul ground. That'll get backhand out of play. Go ahead run, 90 feet away right now for the Padres here in the first inning.
See if he throws that equalizer, that slider down and into the lefty for the strikeout here.
On the ground right side, ranging is Muncy. His throw is good and the inning is over. Now Trent Grisham with a home run, his 4th of the year for the Padres. Ties this game at 1-1. To the second we go. A.J. Pollock will take ball 1 from Chris Paddock. Underway here in inning number 2. It's Pollock, Seager, and Taylor. Chris Paddock gave up a leadoff home run on the first pitch he threw to Jock Peterson. This is hit sharply, nicely picked down there by Cronenworth. He'll take it to the bag himself, working from the ground up nicely right there for out number 1.
Maneuvering quite nicely over there at first base, Jake.
Yes, he is.
What are you wearing, Jake? Pinstripes?
One down brings up Corey Seager.
Oh, Jake with the Padres.
.361 started 9 games, 3 homers and 6 runs batted in.
Looks like if they get the fastball early, Danny, they're going to be hacking at it.
Seager did not play on Sunday. He left Saturday's game with a left quad cramp. Received treatment on the leg yesterday, and it was anticipated that he could be in the lineup tonight, but as the DH, and that's exactly the case. He used the DH tonight, not playing at shortstop.
And he also fouled the ball off his right calf, his front leg there. So trying to nurse that as well. So the wheels, you know, when you talk about shortstop, you got to cover a lot of ground. Doesn't seem to affect him in the batter's box. Comes a changeup.
And he lines it into center field for a base hit. Well, another key injury for the Dodgers yesterday. Mookie Betts injuring a finger on a foul ball. Now, he would be okay, stay in the game and homer on the next pitch after that, but he was in some pain, and today had trouble even bending the finger, so he is out of the lineup, and we'll see if he comes into this series at all, but they don't anticipate that he'll be in this game tonight.
One of those that after a while that thing's going to swell up and it's going to start hurting. That seemed to be the case. As you mentioned, he went yard after that.
Yeah. Chris Taylor grounds one back to the mound, and Paddock loses the handle. Everybody's going to be safe. He had all intentions of going to second base to get the lead runner, and it slipped out of his hand, ended up going behind him, and everybody's safe.
Oh, that's a shame, because from up here it looks like if he fires a strike he would get the force, and maybe just a little bit too quick. Kind of maybe flipped it to his bare hand rather than going. No, he just couldn't find the handle after the second look. And rush it. He had plenty of time, as you can see, as the runner just approaching second base. Had more time than he thought.
Charging error to Paddock on the play. So 2 on, 1 out. Matt Beatty has a home run so far, 167 start. He's 1 for 6 and gets the start at first base tonight for LA. Gander out at second base, and a pitch downstairs. Falling behind 2-0 is Chris Paddock.
I'll tell you, a hard thrower like Paddock, you've got Manny Machado at third base way off the line. If he can spank something between that pillow and Manny, that's extra bases. And possibly scoring from first base would be Chris Taylor, who runs pretty well.
Beatty, it's a ground ball to the backhand of Cronenworth to second for 1 to first. That's a double play with Paddock covering the bag. That'll work. 3-6-1 on the inning-ending TP. It is time for the Kia Give It Everything. NL leader's lowest ERA since the start of 2018. Walker Buehler, fifth in that category at 3.01. How about Jacob deGrom, just over 2 at 2.04. Minimum of 300 innings pitched during that time. That's a pretty good list to be on. There's Will Myers. Drives one to center field. Cody Bellinger going back onto the edge of the track to make the catch. In deep left center field, one of the deepest parts of the yard here at Petco Park. 1 down.
Well, I thought he got that one. It had that sound to it. It just died in center field. Let's take a look at the four-seam fastball. He wanted it down away. Will got to it. And you know what? On contact, it's just below the sweet spot a little bit. Just a little bit.
1 out, and the return to San Diego of Abraham Almonte. He's here in 14 and 15, and he is back again. Padres option right-hander Jared Eichhoff, and selected Almonte to the major league roster. Saw 17 games last year with the Diamondbacks, hitting at .290. Did have a home run. And signed by the Padres as a minor league free agent. In December of 2019, he's played with 5 different major league teams. Seattle, The Padres, which you mentioned, Cleveland, Kansas City, and last year Arizona. Saw him in spring training in Peoria. Just a situation as they manage this 30-man roster of yesterday needing pitching. So Jared Eichhoff is up for a day as it works out. And now they're okay again as far as the bullpen goes. So now you can go with a position player.
Yeah, there was the Coors Field factor too,
yep,
right?
True.
Hey, good layoff there. Buehler's got a really good curveball. He threw it for a strike earlier and then bounced that one. That's another reason why this kid is so good, because he has the ability to locate the curveball where he wants to, majority of the time.
That is ball 4, and Almonte aboard with a 1-out walk. Second one given up by Buehler.
Well, let's go back to last year. Walker Buehler with the Los Angeles Dodgers. This was August 3rd and a 15 strikeout game. And here is where you see his handful of pitches. And look at StatCast, powered by Google Cloud. These are all the strikeout pitches at the end. Here's the one thing that sticks out to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are in the zone. The rest are out of the strike zone. What's that tell you? It tells you that he can manipulate the baseball and do whatever he wants to it just off the plate with 2 strikes, enticing that hitter to offer at it. The slider, the fastball, the cut fastball. Anybody can throw an 0-2 pitch or a 2-2 pitch and bounce it 3 feet in front of home plate in the other batter's box. You know, chances are guys aren't going to swing at that. Buehler, so close off the plate. That's why he gets a lot of swings and misses off the plate with his pitches. He's that good.
Austin Hedges looking for his first hit of the year. They check on Almonte at first, and he dives back safely. Pitch 30 of the game coming up here for Walker Buehler with 1 out in the second inning. Runner goes. The pitch is low, and the throw is going to be in time. They catch him stealing. That was a pretty good throw from Will Smith.
Really good release. And accurate as well. Not really a big lead. And what a perfect throw to Max Muncy.
Hedges fouls it back, and it's 2-1. Buehler operating at 96, 97 miles an hour here tonight.
I'll tell you what, when Buehler's on his game, Donnie, he's got all his pitches working for him. It's got to be torture in that batter's box. It's got to be rough sledding, don't you think? Just like Chris Paddock.
This is to short. Rounding behind it is Taylor. His throw is good, and that is the inning. We're through 2, tied at 1 from San Diego.
Tied at 1. Chris Paddock going out for his 3rd inning of work, and we put together a little bit of a graphic before the start of the game because Chris Paddock had been so good at retiring batters on the first pitch. 167 opposing batting average on the first pitch, but of course Jock Peterson messed that up early in the game, swinging at the first pitch of the ball game for a home run. But the point is, Chris has been outstanding since the All-Star break of last year. He has really fine-tuned his first pitch, guys. When he first came up, he just knew he could throw first pitch strikes. He was getting hit, but he started narrowing it down, and he's been outstanding. I love the way that he rebounded after that first hit, too, guys. He came back with some outstanding changeups. And remember, the changeup was a pitch that he didn't have against the Giants, but he threw some really good ones to finish out that inning. Let's see if he can get it back on track. Done, Mud. Back up to you.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. Here's a curveball that time that is called a strike, and it's 0-2. See a little bit more of that tonight, too. Thrown for a strike as well.
Once you get the feel early, throwing any time, that's going to be a big part of his arsenal.
First pitch strikes to 7 of 9.
Ooh.
Looking to Will Smith, off to a slow start, 2 for 17 to begin the year, the catcher for the Dodgers. And a ground ball to third base. Machado's got it. His throw is high. The tag applied on the way by, and that's done by Cronenworth. And come off the bag to retrieve it, but slaps the tag on, 1 down.
How about Jake doing it all over at first base? The good footwork, going to his right, starting the double play. And this one, okay, you've got to leave the bag, apply the tag. Kid's doing it all over there at first base.
Now Machado going into right field here as part of this 2-1-1 shift on the right side. This is how they set up for Jock Peterson. That setup was not going to help them in the first inning on the first pitch of the ball game. Peterson homered.
No.
To left center field. Leadoff home run in the first inning, the 7th career leadoff home run for Jock Peterson. .124 home runs through his first 6 years as a Dodger. Ranks 4th in that category in Dodgers history behind Piazza, Mondesi, and Kemp. In the first 6 years of their major league careers with the Dodgers.
Really good players you just mentioned right there.
Yeah. Evens up at 2-2. 2 strikeouts for Paddock. In the early going, he's not walked anybody and only surrendered 2 hits. There's Max Muncy. He'll be next.
Comes a changeup.
Full count now.
See, some pitchers might be thinking to themselves, okay, he hit first pitch of the game tonight. Jock Peterson hit a home run, right? Doesn't mean you can't throw other guys' fastballs right down the middle. Some guys are going to be late on it.
Swing and a miss, and he comes back to strike out Peterson. 3rd strikeout for Paddock, 2 down.
He went back-to-back changeups. The one prior to that was in the dirt. There's the one right down the middle. And that's confidence. With that count being 3-2. Beautiful.
So 2 down and Max Muncy stepping in. Trying to hold up, could not, goes around. The indication by Tom Woodring. Most home runs versus the Padres. Well, it certainly seems that way. Got 11 of them.
His goes to 11.
1-1 to Muncy. Straightens him up. Usually pretty close to the plate. So not hard to do if you're coming in.
Yeah, that ball had a little cut to it.
Two and 2/3 and 34 pitches deep is Paddock. Falls behind 3-1. Justin Turner waits on deck with 2 down here in the Dodgers' 3rd inning. On the ground, right side. Cronenworth's going to need. No, he's not. He's going to take it himself as Paddock was there anyway. It's a 1-2-3 tie it at 1. For the bottom of the 3rd inning, it's time now for the Valley View Casino trivia question. Cody Bellinger is the 6th Dodger player to be named NL MVP since 1958. Who is the first NL MVP for the Los Angeles Dodgers? Here's your answers by the end of the inning using hashtag Valley View Trivia. Jurickson Profar batting out of the 9 spot and 2 for 22 to begin his Padres career. No 94 average out of the gate. He went around, says Brian Knight, third base umpire and crew chief. With his 2nd strike, Justin Turner is headed into the shift on the right side, and oh yeah, he went around.
Absolutely. It would have been a double if he made contact.
Listen for ball 1-2.
Tough to get it through that right side with 3 heavy, and everybody's playing back. Cuts down the range. Oh, look out.
Line foul down the left field line.
It's got to be a rough go around being 1 and 2 in the hole against Walker Buehler.
Ground ball left side, only Taylor on the left side, and his throw in time for out number 1 at the bottom of the 3rd inning. Struggles continue for Profar, 1 out in the inning.
You know, Don, how some pitchers, let's say they have a 4-pitch repertoire, they maybe have 2 that are above average. I think Buehler's got 4 pitches and they're all above average. Even the curveball, which is probably the one that he throws probably the fewest times, it's still a dandy of a pitch.
Now Tatis getting his 2nd look at Buehler tonight. Flied out to center field in the first, 0 for 1. Set safely in 8 of the first 10 games, but reached base in every game. Be a hit or a walk so far, and leading off every day for the Padres so far. Coming off a relatively quiet series, well, Saturday and Sunday
yes.
Anyway. Friday night, big home run. Goes around that time and finds himself down 1-2. It is Tatis now, Grisham next with 1 away here in the Padres' 3rd inning. Bellinger, the center fielder, over towards right center, somewhat of a gap in left center field. And that is strike 3 at the knees, and Tatis didn't like it, thought it was down. He's the first strikeout victim for Walker Buehler, 2 down.
You know, there's been some pitches. I'm thinking of last road trip, particularly in Colorado, where Fernando took some pitches right at the knees, called strikes. That's a legitimate strike at 97. And it's the 2-seamer that kind of comes back a little bit. Just a little bit, though, for the called strike.
Two down here in the 3rd, and here's Trent Grisham. It was his home run in the bottom of the 1st inning that was an answer for the Jock Peterson leadoff home run for the Dodgers. He's got himself a 3-game hitting streak coming in, 3 for 9. And ahead 2-0.
First pitch breaking ball. 2nd pitch fastball up out of the zone. Guessing you got to go for a strike on the outer half of the plate. Maybe a changeup here. Yeah, changeup at 96. Fastball inside corner. Nice.
The Dodgers have not been giving up home runs. They lead the majors with a 1.84 ERA, first of all. They had allowed only 4 home runs in 10 games before Grisham homered in the 1st inning. That is ball 4, and that's walk number 3 given up by Buehler. So far 1 in each of the first 3 innings. This one comes with 2 down in the inning.
This one just missed. Almost the same pitch Fernando Tatis Jr. looked at for strike 3, but just down a little bit more.
2 down. Grisham at first, and it brings up Manny Machado. There's one of the 3 walks handed out by Buehler. 2 for 7 in his career, including a single and double against Buehler. He now opts to work from the stretch with Grisham at first. Padres have been running. Let's see if Grisham tries to get into scoring position here for Machado.
You know, the thing is, Walker Buehler is very quick to the plate, even when he uses a regular leg kick with a runner on.
2-0, and Will Smith's going to head out and talk to Buehler. Remember, when the Padres hit a home run, you get a free Jumbo Jack tomorrow with a purchase of a large drink. And they have hit a home run in tonight's game.
Stay hot. What a great acquisition. You know, we talk about his offense, but he can go get him in the outfield as well. He's fun to watch. Trent Grisham.
50th pitch coming up here for Buehler through 2 2/3 innings. Again, they were hoping for 75 to 80. The second start for him, and he falls behind 3-0. Tommy Pham on deck. Green light and a pop-up right side. Here comes Muncy. Out goes the first baseman, and the catch is made by Matt Beatty. Over the shoulder, a bit of a bobble, but he holds on to it and makes the catch. It ends the inning. See if the Padres are going to challenge this, as Jace Tingler has come out of the dugout, and they're trying to see if they're going to challenge. So whether or not that hit the ground or not, whether he caught it. No challenge. It is a catch, and the end of the inning. To the 4th we go, tied at 1. Tied up 1-1, top of the 4th inning. The teeth of the Dodgers order coming up here, and it starts with Turner. Jumps out of the way and takes a strike. He is so close to the plate on the right side that anything on that corner has him hopping back, because you know what? He's hanging out over.
Mm-hmm. He likes to clean it out in there, as you like to say, Donnie. See?
It's time now for stats with Lowe's. Lowest whip since 2019. Chris Paddock 0.98.
Those are pitchers that are in control.
Not a lot of traffic.
And always working from the comfort zone of the windup with nobody on base.
Pitch 40 of his outing to the first hitter here of the 4th inning. And a pop-up that has Profar, the second baseman, out in short center, reeling it in for out number 1. That is 6 in a row now retired by Paddock, and it's time now to answer our Valley View Casino trivia question. Cody Bellinger is the 6th Dodger player to be named NL MVP since 1958. Who was the first NL MVP for the LA Dodgers?
Jackie Jensen.
Maury Wills, 62.
He could steal a bag for you.
Yes, he could. A lot of drama there. There was a little hang time.
Yeah.
Those. Bellinger grounded back to the mound in the first. He's 0 for 1. And a ball and a strike. And what has he done in his first 3 years? Quite a bit. In the shift on the right side, the 2-1-1 defense. Bellinger didn't think so. 1-2. First 3 seasons as a Dodger, first in slugging, first in OPS, first in home runs, tied for first in extra base hits, second in RBIs.
Here's the amazing thing. This is a kid that makes adjustments. Think about it. After his first season, you think that the league's going to be out for him. Pitchers are going to watch video. How do we get this guy out? Okay. First, you have to execute. Can you execute? If not, you're going to get burned. So this kid has been consistent his first 3 years. He has made the adjustment.
I was going to say, it did seem like they had figured him out a little bit.
Remember the playoffs,
2018 and the postseason especially. But then he came back and made the adjustment the very next year and went right back to being himself.
It was the sliders down and in, remember?
Yes.
He was just swinging over the top, not laying off. And they were balls, but still, it's a tough pitch to lay off. But he made the adjustment.
2-2 has popped up back near us. NL MVP, Silver Slugger, at 305, 34 doubles, 47 home runs, and 115 RBIs. Wild swing and a miss, and Paddock strikes him out. 4th K for Paddock. Nicely done. 2 down.
Oh, Chris reaches into his bag of tricks and pulls out the old number 2, the curveball. There you see. Oh, that's very nice. 12-6 rotation right over the top of it. Beautiful pitch. And did you see the bad hack from Bellinger, too? You don't see that too often. And look at the look on his face, like, what was that?
It's the sheriff, and he's in town.
Oh, yeah. He's around.
J.J. Pollock will take ball 1. Grounded out to first in the 2nd inning, 0 for 1. 7 in a row now retired by the sheriff. In town. Enjoyed facing the Padres last year in the season series last year. Hit 323, double 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. He's especially good at Petco Park.
There's that curveball again from Chris. If he can get the feel of that, keep that going, he's going to have a good night.
Away at 96, 2-2.
Did you see Austin before that pitch doing a little coaching? He kind of, with his throwing hand, got out in front and said, go get through it. Fastball, and then he wanted it up. Just a little coaching there to remind Chris.
Pollock slowly rolls it. It's picked on the backhand by Paddock. His throw is in plenty of time, and it's a 1-2-3 4th inning. In fact, he's retired 8 in a row. Tied at 1. Is your ticket to the game down through August 3rd. Customers can score free MLB TV at T-Mobile.com/MLB. Fastball down from Buehler starts things here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Tommy Pham starting things here in the bottom of the 4th. He was retired on a great play down at third base by Justin Turner. Padres have been held to 1 hit through the first 3 innings. 1 hit, a home run by Trent Grisham in the first. Buehler falling behind 3-0. He has walked 1 hitter in each of the first 3 innings.
Yeah, you don't see that too often. Falling behind like that as Jake Cronenworth waits on deck.
On the ground, but right at Muncy. Second baseman throws out Pham. One down in the fourth inning, and now a quick word from Fix Auto.
At Fix Auto, every collision repair center is open following all guidelines to keep you and your loved ones safe.
One down in the fourth, and it brings up Jake Cronenworth. Grounded out to Max Muncy at second base in the first inning, and a wild swing and a miss there for strike one. This is Cronenworth's first go-around in the majors. Made his major league debut on July 26th. That's the Diamondbacks. Down to first, and Beatty, two down. Another ground ball out for Buehler, who has the first two outs here of the fourth inning.
That means he's down in the zone and getting some late life, hence the grounders.
So two outs, and Will Myers took one to the warning track in left center field. It was retired. Cody Bellinger made the catch in the second inning. Pitch 60 coming up for Walker Buehler with two outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Wow. Falling behind 3-0 to Cronenworth, and now spiking the first two pitches. As we take a look at the breakdown, 50-50. I got overrated on the ball strikes ratio. You don't see that too often, do you, Donnie?
No. There's a strike, picks up the outside corner. Myers sends this one to deep right field. Peterson going back at the wall. That ball is gone. Will Myers with a solo home run, his third of the year. And with one swing of the bat, the Padres take a 2-1 lead. Opposite field shot for Will Myers.
Well, he worked the count. Remember, he spiked the first two pitches, got ahead, then, or with the fastball rather than the hanging breaking ball. 2-1 hanger. Oh, that sounded good. You know, he just missed earlier in the game, flying out the deep center field. There's no doubt about that one.
To short this time, Taylor picks in the backhand, and his throw is in time to get Almonte and to end the inning. But Will Myers, opposite field home run, third of the season for Will Myers, who puts the Padres on top 2-1. Paddock has a lead for the first time. It's 2-1, and to the fifth we go. Corey Seager leads it off. Padres in their shift. And it's strike one to Seager, who singled to center field in the second inning. And there's the 2-1-1 defense with Chotto in short right field. Down the left field line, and that little slice foul. Seager has one of only two Dodgers hits, the other the leadoff home run by Jock Peterson in the first. Chris Paddock brings in a 1-0 record, a 1.64 ERA into his third start of the year. Fly ball, right field, struck pretty well. Myers going back, and that ball's going to be off the wall. Myers plays the carom quickly. Throw to second base, not going to be in time. Standing at second is Seager, and he nearly tied this game. High up on that short fencing in right center field. It's a leadoff double to start things in the fifth.
The kid can hit, all 6'4" of them. Big stride, gets extended. And I'll tell you what, I thought that one was out as well. Four-seamer right above the belt buckle. Not going to get away with that too many times. Almost off the turtle shell for a double.
So a leadoff double, and now Chris Taylor reached on an error from the pitcher, Chris Paddock.
See if Chris can get out of this little mini jam leadoff double, because it's down towards the bottom of the order. Now 7-8-9 after the leadoff double. Taylor's always been a tough out, though. Uses the whole field, puts together good at bat, knows the strike zone.
And the bottom of the order looks different these days in the National League with the DH.
That's true. Yep.
Fouled off of Hedges, and that was a direct hit. You can hear it up here pretty clearly.
Yes.
Ooh, actually shoulder, I guess. I heard a pretty loud clank.
I did as well.
Part of the helmet.
Yeah, I didn't realize it hit him in the shoulder. And you know, when the ball goes right up like that, it's not a glancing blow like back to the screen, Don. You know that's more of a direct hit.
Flush.
Yes.
Larry Rothschild running out there, the pitching coach. Joined by the rest of the infield here to talk to Paddock.
You know, this might be twofold, this visit. One is to visit with Chris, just give him a little breather, and also to give Austin a little bit of a breather as well after getting stung in the right arm.
Double to begin this inning, broke up a stretch of 8 in a row, retired by Paddock. Taylor will ground one down the third baseline. Machado looks at second, and his throw is perfect. For out number 1 of the 5th inning, no advance for Seager. Second, and we check in with Bob Scanlon.
Guys, that was an outstanding changeup that Chris Paddock just threw, and that has been the pitch that's been different for him tonight that he did not have in San Francisco. He's thrown the off-speed very effectively tonight. 16 changeups. He's thrown 9 curveballs as well, but he's had 9 outs recorded so far with the off-speed tonight. We know when Chris Paddock has that changeup going, he's going to be tough, and that's the pitch I love right there, the curveball to put away Cody Bellinger. He doesn't even know what that was, but Chris has been working on that pitch. He's been gaining more and more confidence with it. It was great to see him put away Bellinger on that curveball tonight. Guys, back up to you.
All right, Scan, thanks very much.
You know what, Bob? I don't think I've ever seen, he's in the division, we've seen him in his 3 years, Cody Bellinger. I don't think I've ever seen a reaction from him like that. A swing, first of all, because it wasn't a good swing. It goes to show you the magnitude of that curveball that Paddock possesses.
Well, I think up to this point, Mud, most of the hitters have just said, look, I know he has it, but it's not a put-away pitch. It's not something I really have to worry about. They're focused fastball changeup. Now that he's shown that he can use that pitch and put a guy away with it, and one of the best hitters in baseball with it, that's got to be a huge confidence builder for him.
Matt Beatty will take a pitch away. Bounce into a 3-6-1 double play in the second inning.
By the way, it's worth noting, on that little chopper to third base, Manny had to come across the diamond to get it. As soon as that ball was hit, Chris Paddock went directly to third base as a fielder, keeping the runner at second.
Seager kind of had the look of a guy who was going to take off as soon as Manny made that throw to first base. He was bouncing around a little bit. Manny noticed. He's got his lead now with 1 down in the inning.
Did you see what Fernando did right there? He was kind of hovering around, and right before the pitch, he went in front of Seager, turned around and looked right at him, and then went back to his position behind the runner at second base.
I want to let him know he was watching everything he was doing.
Yeah.
I'm keeping an eye on you, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to do it again. Maybe not.
Well, he has fun out there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's going to run in front of him again. Keeping himself amused out at shortstop.
Yeah. Watch him.
Swinging a foul tip, and that is off Hedges again. Not sure where it got him this time. Corey Seager with a leadoff double to begin things in the 5th inning. Taylor grounded out to third. Tying run in scoring position with 1 out, and 2-2 coming here to Beatty. Spirals off the backside, no throw. Lifted to center for a base hit. Seager wasn't sure, so he only gets to third as Grisham gets it back in quickly. He really froze, was not sure, and by the time he started running, it was too late. Couldn't try and score. He takes third on the single by Beatty, and Dodgers have runners at the corners.
Yeah, from the vantage point of a runner, you got to hold your ground a little bit. You're absolutely going to go to third base. Wasn't sure. 1 out, runners at the corners.
Seager at third, Beatty at first, 1 out, and Will Smith off to a tough start at the plate. The catcher for the Dodgers, 2 for 18, and 0 for 1 tonight on a ground out to third.
Well, working down in the zone early to try to induce that ground ball to get 2 and get out of this little jam. Up to 2 strikes, yeah, then you go for the punch out.
Paddock would love to induce a ground ball here and get out of this thing with an inning-ending DP. Hedges took an extra look down there at Seager, whose secondary lead was quite large.
Yeah, Manny's way off the bag at third base, so rule of thumb, get off at least as far as the third baseman is from the bag.
Smothered, and it's 2-1.
Saved a run. Seen that many times.
Padres trying to protect a 1-run lead right now. Paddock's trying to work his way around a leadoff double by Seager, who now is at third base. They've added a runner at first and a check on that runner, and Beatty's back to the bag. In the air to right center field. Grisham headed back, and he's not going to get there. That'll get down to the track of the wall. Seager scores. Beatty going to try and score all the way from first. Throw is up the line, and the Dodgers will take a 3-2 lead. It's a 2-run double up the alley in right center field for Will Smith.
Beatty, nice read, baby. Fuck yeah.
Well, that is some really good hitting right there by Will Smith. Just driving it the other way. He realizes that Chris Paddock can throw the ball hard, blow it by him, but you know, you look for that pitch, you drive it that way, clears the bases. That's a big hit in the number 9 spot for Los Angeles.
So the Dodgers have taken a 3-2 lead. At the top of the order, Jock Peterson, who homered, give him a 1-0 lead in the first, gets his third look at Paddock. He's about to uncork his 70th pitch of the night. Back past him up the middle. It's Tatis who throws to first for the second out as Smith takes third. 2 down. Max Muncy coming up. Second baseman tonight for the Dodgers. He struck out swinging and grounded out to first base.
That was a changeup that he hit for that double, kind of speeding up his bat a little bit. He stayed on it long enough to drive it the opposite way nicely.
Falls behind 2-0. He's allowed 3 hits in the inning, including 2 doubles in the inning and 2 runs so far. Trying to minimize the damage and keep this a 1-run deficit. Throw to third, and he will be out at third base. They got him. Big secondary lead from Will Smith, and Hedges comes up firing. So Smith thrown out at third base, and we'll see if the Dodgers are going to challenge here. Dave Roberts outside his dugout peering in. They will not challenge, so the inning is over. But the Dodgers score twice and take a 3-2 lead. Austin Hedges comes up firing and throws out Will Smith at third. So Hedges able to throw out Will Smith to end last inning, and he leads it off here in the bottom of the 5th. Buehler's got a lead. On top now 3-2 thanks to the Dodgers 2 runs in the top half of this, the 5th inning. Hedges grounded out to shortstop his first time up and is still in search of his first hit of the year. He is 0 for 16 at the plate right now.
Yeah, tough go around right now for Austin. As the bottom of the order comes up, like to see either Hedges or Profar get on this inning. That'll be the 3rd time around for the top of the order with Tatis Jr. and Grisham.
Jurickson Profar, then Fernando Tatis Jr. It's 8-9-1. And it's Hedges backing out of the way of a 93-mile-an-hour fastball by his chin. Allowed 2 home runs as Buehler, Trent Grisham solo shot, followed by Myers solo shot. Strike called, and hold on, Austin. He was headed to first base.
Yeah, he's got to put that shin guard back on. Looked like a pretty good pitch. Fastball top of the zone.
Swing and a miss, and Hedges ends up striking out. That's strikeout number 2 for Buehler. 1 out in the 5th inning. It's time now for this date in baseball history presented by Geico. On this date in 2007, Padres outfielder Scott Hairston drives in 4 runs with 2 homers, including a walk-off blast in the 10th to give the Padres a 4-3 win over the Giants. Some old friends in that pile.
Yes, Mike Cameron, Chris Young, Morgan Ensberg. Wow.
There's Jurickson Profar. He bounced out to short first time up. 96 and right down the middle.
Pretty consistent 96, 97 from Buehler. Another thing you have to really like about this matchup tonight, they work quickly. Chris Paddock, Walker Buehler.
Not a huge strikeout night by any means for Buehler. What we're used to seeing, especially against Padres hitters.
They are putting the ball in play.
That strikeout of Hedges, just the second of the night. In fact, he's walked more than he has struck out. 3 walks through 4 1/3. And this one outside of first. Pitch 75 coming up for Buehler. Anytime he gets 2 strikes here on Profar, they go into a shift on the right side. His velocity, as you mentioned, has been between 96 and 97, and there you go, 96.5 the average. And Profar strikes out. So here come the strikeouts now. Back-to-back Ks, 2 outs in the 5th.
And he went to the hammer that time, the old number 2. You're a hitter looking for the old number 1 at 96, 97. Then you get this. Look at how far out in front Jerkson is there. Trying to stay back, trying to tell yourself, oh, let it come to me. And then you commit. No chance of stopping right there. That's got to be the worst feeling as a hitter. Kind of feeling for it rather than just attacking it. Tough to do.
Tatis sends one in the air to right field. Peterson going back at the wall. That ball will carry out of here. Fernando Tatis Jr. ties the game 3-3. Opposite field, his 3rd home run of the season for Tatis Jr. 3 solo home runs for the Padres. And Tatis ties it up against Walker Buehler.
Oh, there was something in the air that night. The star's so bright. Fernando goes opposite field with the curveball. We saw the curveball to Profar for the strikeout. Here's the curveball first pitch. Opposite field. Stay on it. Drive it. Oh, that's squared up.
So back and forth we go. Trent Grisham's been on twice. Homered in the 1st inning, a solo shot. Walked in the 3rd inning. Padres going toe-to-toe with the LA Dodgers tonight.
We got a seesaw battle going on here. Stay tuned to this one.
In the air, shallow right. That a shift in play. It's Muncy who gives way to Peterson. And Peterson puts it away to end things in the 5th. We're through 5. Tatis Jr. has tied this game with an opposite field home run. His 3rd of the year. As it leaves the yard, we're tied at 3. 6th inning, 3-3. Padres get the tying run back on the Tatis homer. And Max Muncy is at the plate when Smith was picked off 3rd base. So for 2, he has struck out and grounded out. And sends one down the first baseline. Cronenworth gets it and wins the race to the bag. What a play by Jake Cronenworth, laying it out at the line to make that grab, and then quickly scampers to the bag for out number 1.
Oh, Jake is doing it all down there. We've seen him go to his right, start a double play. How about this hot smash? This ball is hooking. 1 hop, lay it out. And then quickly up to his feet, and the race is on to the bag. A beautiful play by the Padres first baseman.
1 out in the 6th, and here is Turner again. Really enjoying watching Jake Cronenworth.
Oh my gosh, he's fun to watch, isn't he?
His first experience in the big leagues, and he's having fun, showing what he can do.
And if he can play first base like that, you can pretty much plug him in anywhere and feel good about yourself.
Paddock missing at 95, falling behind 2-1. Reaching after that and can't get it. 2-2.
That's a beautiful cambio right there from Chris Paddock. Fastball count for a legitimate strike if taken.
They just wanted that. And we'll likely talk to Tom Woodring, the home plate umpire, through his mask. Swing and a miss, and Turner strikes out. 2 down in the 6th inning.
Well, he just missed off the plate, so this one he just challenges him with a four-seam fastball. See how far you can hit it. Swing and a miss.
Padres fans, when Padres pitchers K9, your K9 wins if the Padres strike out 9 or more batters in a game. All Padres fans can visit participating Petco locations the next day. Sign up for Pals Rewards and receive a free pound of dog treats. Plus, the Petco Foundation will grant $500 to support local animal welfare efforts. Visit petco.com/PadresK9 for more details.
Who's a good boy?
1-0 to Bellinger. That'll miss for ball 2, 2-0.
Oh, thank you. You got a call there, Donnie.
Yeah, it did. Bellinger didn't like it at all. You can see why.
And rightfully so. This is a 2-0 curveball. Out of the zone, and he gets the call.
Jumps back and takes strike 2. He's been contained by Paddock so far tonight. A ground out weekly back to the mound. He struck him out swinging in the 4th inning. Was on the 97 but fouls it back.
Got him set up for a changeup down and away after 97. Heat inside, tying him up. Or are you going hammer time?
I go curveball.
Are you going to break it down hammer time?
Oh yeah.
Too legit to quit?
Because he's not expecting.
Okay.
Yeah. Nope. Stayed with the gas and just missed at 96.
He would have froze you like a piece of frozen pizza right there. You'd be looking for the deuce. You get the number 1. You're done. Triple up. I think he's going to.
Ripped down the first baseline, but Cronenworth's got it again, guarding the line, tags the bag, inning over. Tied at 3. Presents Padres Baseball, brought to you by Petco, official pet coach of the Padres. By Jack in the Box, it's time to cheer on your Padres because we want burgers. And by Hyundai, bring on the epic summer savings now at the Hyundai Epic Summer Sales Event. Some of our Padres at home photos. Keep sending them in. We're loving them.
Oh, yeah. Social sparklers, youngins. That's a good time. Padre baseball, you can't beat that.
That's a beautiful night in San Diego. Sun setting off to the left. Padres and Dodgers playing to the bottom of the 6th inning. And Brusdar Gratterall comes into the game after 5 from Walker Buehler.
So the Padres getting a dosage of Gratterall here tonight. Enters his 6th game. Pretty much a 2-pitch pitcher, Donnie. Fastball and slider. That's fastball. Touch 99 and 100.
Hundo.
Hundo.
Manny Machado, Tommy Pham, Jake Cronenworth featured here in the 6th inning. And he walked in the first, popped out to first base in the third. All that was against Buehler. Buehler goes 5, gives up 3 hits, all home runs. All solo shots. Walked 3, struck out 3. They wanted between 75 and 80 pitches. He gave him 79 pitches, 43 for strikes. Not part of the decision, as he leaves this one with another no decision in his 3rd start of the year. Now it's Gratterall, and into the Dodgers pen we go.
Wow.
There's a hundo.
Yep.
So the Dodgers have a 0.99 bullpen ERA. Only the Cardinals with a lower bullpen earned run average. That is 5 earned runs in 45 2/3 innings pitched on the season. And their closer, Kenley Jansen, who we know all too well, has really been good. Only 1 hit in 4 scoreless innings so far in 2020.
Well, that's what gets you to the promised land. That's what gets you to the playoffs. Everybody knows that. You get 6 or 7 from your starter, and you turn it over to the bullpen. I mean, the complete game has gone by the wayside. So much pressure and so much depending on your bullpen. And this young kid spent some time with the Twins last year. Then you've got the veterans down there. It's a nice mix.
Popped up, shallow center. Bellinger coming in, but it'll fall. Manny Machado's on for the 2nd time tonight, his 1st hit. A good start to the bottom of the 6th inning.
You know, when you have a pitcher or pitchers in a bullpen that can really throw hard, good breaking stuff, as this one's way off the plate, Manny fights it off. The key is, and I know it sounds, you know, like it's a no-brainer, but you got to avoid the strikeout. Just put the ball in play, take your chance that way.
Pham almost gets hit in 98. 0 for 2 is grounded out to 3rd, grounded out to 2nd. On the ground to 3rd base, and it's Turner from foul ground with the throw. It's not a great throw, but a good stretch on the other side by Beatty. And they're able to get Pham as Machado takes 2nd base and is in scoring position with 1 away.
Well, one thing is for sure, Gratterall is not afraid to throw inside to the righties. This ball is inside. Tommy tries to clean it out. You see how Turner kind of rounds in front of that one to get a good angle. And I tell you, we're seeing some good first base play tonight by Beatty for the Dodgers. That's a nice stretch there. And Jake Cronenworth of the Padres.
Here is Cronenworth, and he got a call there, did Gratterall. 100 and out of the strike zone it appeared, but it's called strike 1. Tough to hit up there, especially when it's 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. That's a live arm right there.
Fouled off to the left. Took a little off.
97. Yeah. Well, nothing but fastballs here to Jake. As I mentioned, he's pretty much 2-pitch pitcher. He's got that slider as well.
Myers waiting on deck. 1 out here in the 6th inning. This one is lined to left field. That ball will get in for a base hit. Machado being waved around. Pollock's throw will be cut off, and the Padres will take a 4-3 lead. Jake Cronenworth drives in the go-ahead run for the Padres in the 6th inning.
a night in the big leagues, Jake. He's flashing the leather. He's swinging the lumber. And Gretterall misses with location here, and he just takes his ball, lets Gretterall do the work, spanks it the opposite way. And you know what? The way Pollock played that one in left field, chances are he's probably not going to throw him out anyway, but he kind of backed up on it. And as soon as he backed up on it a little bit, Glenn Hoffman got the windmill going and sent him home with the go-ahead run.
Padres on top again. Myers again with one out and one on. Fouls it off to the right, out of play. Now it's time for the Callaway long ball. Will Myers in the 4th inning did this opposite field, some 402 feet away, an exit velo of 105.7. The launch angle at 26 is off Walker Buehler. Skips in, and a good pick on the backhand by Will Smith. But straight away on Myers, power to all fields, and they know it. Staying away again. Such a great sign to see Myers have that kind of power the opposite way.
Oh, and a nice easy swing. He doesn't have to overswing to do it and cause damage.
Myers down the right field line again. It's headed towards the pole in the corner, and it'll be a foul ball. Well, since the Padres have hit a home run, in fact, they've hit 3. You get a free jumbo jack tomorrow with a purchase of a large drink. Out goes Will Smith to talk to Gretterall, the pitcher. This has got one of those home runs. Trent Grisham the other. The plate umpire Tom Woodring out to break up the conference. Strike 3 call, and not a good one.
Wow.
Myers shakes his head, and that was a ball, but called a strike by Woodring.
My goodness. And a breaking ball out of the hand, it's a ball. It's on the corner of 16th and Imperial.
Dave Roberts to the mound to make a pitching change with 2 down here in the 6th inning. The Padres have taken a 4-3 lead. Pitching change from Petco Park in San Diego. San Diego presents Padres baseball, brought to you by Petco, official pet coach of the Padres. By Landcare Logic, innovations in landscaping. And by Right at Home. Right at Home sends a big thank you to all our local healthcare heroes. Sun is set on another beautiful day in San Diego. We had 2 outs here in the home half of the 6th inning. The Dodgers have changed pitchers. Dave Roberts brings on his 3rd arm of the game. It's Caleb Ferguson.
Another hard thrower out of that Dodger pen, only this time from the left side. 96 on the fastball. He does mix in a slider, 2-pitch pitcher. And the amazing thing about Caleb Ferguson, these are stories I love. Drafted in the 38th round by the Dodgers. Now he finds himself pitching in the big leagues. He got a lot of good arms down in that Dodger bullpen.
Jay Cronenworth at first base with 2 down. Abraham Almonte. Ground ball through a vacated right side into right center. They were shifting on him. Cronenworth heads to 3rd. He'll get there without a problem. And the Padres with 2 down have runners at the corners.
As I mentioned before, just put the ball in play. Almonte does a nice job of playing Pepper right there. Just going the opposite way, letting the bat do the work, not over swinging, passing it on to the next guy. Hopefully Austin can make contact here and do something with it.
Big spot here for Hedges, who is 0 for 2 tonight. 0 for 17 to start 2020.
And once again, down a big hole on the right side. Only Almonte and the first baseman, Beatty.
Line to left field for Hedges, and that's in for a base hit. From third comes Cronenworth. And the Padres take a 5-3 lead. Austin Hedges picks up his first hit of the year, and it's a big one.
Oh, a big sigh of relief from the Padre catcher. And why not swing early? Lefty on righty. It's a fastball. He gets extended. And Austin, I guarantee, is saying, sit down, get down. And showing some love to his teammate. He wants the ball.
First and second, 2 down, 2 runs in. And a 2-run Padres lead and a chance for Profar to add on. Profar has grounded out to short and struck out swinging. But missing. Back and forth we have gone all night, and the Padres have their biggest lead of the contest on top 5-3. Two and two. Fouled back. We'll do it again. 2 and 2. And so far, the relievers featured here from the LA Dodgers have all had great velocity. First, Gratterall, who has had a hundo a few times, and Ferguson, who's been up to 97, 98 since coming in.
And I've only got 4 strikeouts for the Padres tonight, Don, right?
Yes. Two to Profar. We'll have to wait. And counterclockwise, spiraling off the mound. Popped up, foul ground as Beatty will go as far as he can, but it's out of play. Down beyond the Padres dugout. Of course, Padres are housed on the first base side of Petco Park. That places the Dodgers on the third base side.
There goes a couple of Dongo squares right there. Just a little game of pepper here for Jerks and Profar. Even a little chopper playing back. Everyone on the infield.
Runners go, and the pitch a miss down and in, and a double steal. Almonte takes third, Hedges takes second with 2 down. That's big, 2 in scoring position now.
Yeah, like I said, everybody was playing back, so why not take the extra 90 feet? A wild pitch here, a pass ball. Good secondary lead, got to go.
Fly ball right field, down the line. Peterson headed over into foul ground to make the catch that will end the inning. But the Padres with a big 6th inning. Jake Cronenworth with an RBI single drives in Manny Machado. And then a huge hit for Austin Hedges, his first of the year. Padres have a 5-3 lead. On top as we head to the 7th inning. Baseball is back. The MLB app is the only place to get all your baseball action, in-game video highlights, live pitch-by-pitch, breaking news, player updates, stat leaderboard, standings, and much more. Download the MLB app today, the #1 app for live baseball. Some good baseball tonight. Padres have a 5-3 lead. Into the 7th we go, and into the pen go the Padres, Emilio Pagan.
Well, this early in the season, this is probably one of the biggest spots for any reliever coming out of the bullpen for the Padres. 9 outs to get, and it starts with Emilio Pagan with a 2-run lead. 4 games, the high ERA. Yeah, uncharacteristic. Got the 3 walks in 3+ innings, only 2 strikeouts. Opponents hitting .385. The change starts tonight. That's the mentality this bullpen has to have if they want to beat the Dodgers.
A.J. Pollock takes strike 1. I think that is the most surprising thing to me in the early going. Coming into this year, you really felt like the strength of this ball club was the bullpen, and uncharacteristically, it has been
up and down.
Tough start.
Up and down. There are so many qualities of each arm that's down there. The acquisition of Pomeranz, Pagan. And you know what? If you're looking for a silver lining, and we know that in the short season so far, Kirby's kind of struggled. If you can go to a guy like a Drew Pomeranz to close out a game, well, you know what? That's
you got a lot of options.
Yeah.
And you know that bullpen is far too good to have this continue.
Yeah.
Too much of a track record for those guys down there. 0-2 pitch to Pollock. Leads it off here in the 7th.
And how do you change it? How do you turn it around? Well, it's quite simple. You just have to execute, avoid the deep counts, avoid the hitter counts, and just like this here, ahead 0-2. Tried to throw a breaking ball away from his swing. Now this is where you need to put him away. He's got the put away stuff, the swing and miss stuff to do just that.
Pollock sends one down the right field line, foul. Grounded out twice, once to first, once back to the mound. Chris Paddock goes 6 innings, throws 88 pitches, 54 for strikes. 5 hits, gave up 3 runs, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 5. And a 1-2-3 6th in what worked out to be his last inning. That is strike 3. Good pitch, got him frozen. A.J. Pollock doesn't like it, but he takes with him the first strikeout from Emilio Pagan.
Well, it was a really good breaking ball, and it was a legitimate strike as well. Maybe we have to credit Austin Hedges on framing that one and presenting this one. Let's take a look. He wants it down and away. It's up, and he sticks it right there.
One out, Padres into their familiar shift with Machado in right field. And Myers backed up. The 2-1-1 D.
You better patent that. I like that a lot. Somebody's going to take that from you.
Seager to left, and Pham has room. Now comes in a step or two and hauls in out number 2. And now a quick word from Jack in the Box.
Try my $5.99 Southwest Cheddar Cheeseburger Combo and make it a double for $1 more. Order now with no contact delivery.
2 outs in the 7th, and Chris Taylor coming up. Reached on an error in the 2nd, grounded out to 3rd in the 5th.
Donnie, I got to be honest with you. You know what I miss, and this is probably a rhetorical question because you know where I'm going. You know what I miss in a game like this? The fans.
No doubt about it.
This place would be packed.
This place would be jacked.
And for the fans watching at home, I know you're, rooting and hooting and hollering. I just wish you was here at Petco Park.
Good Padres team going toe-to-toe with the LA Dodgers. And have a 5-3 lead in game 1 of this division series.
And you know what, Don? The good teams, we've seen it throughout this great game of baseball, through the history of this game, the good teams win these games, the close ones, against the good teams like the Dodgers. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change.
And to get to where you want to go, it's going to go right through LA.
That's right. 7 straight
might
division
as well
titles.
start now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 7 straight NL West titles. Of course, the World Series appearances.
Beatty waits on deck with 2 down here in the 7th. Don has fallen behind here 3-0 to Chris Taylor. He is taking ball 4. So a 2-out walk, and Pagan walks another here. So that'll bring Beatty up. I want to remind you this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the San Diego Padres. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres. I'm going to be honest, I don't even know what disseminated means.
I don't either.
But don't do it.
Can't.
Do not disseminate. 2 outs, Taylor at first. Matt Beatty 1 for 2, a single his last time up to center. Pagan starts off ahead. Got Machado in short right. Outfield very deep. Grisham in center field. Only Tatis on the left side.
So what you're saying, Don, is you can't spread information or something widely.
Disseminate.
When you
That's what I was saying. Yes, disseminate.
Yeah.
You cannot disseminate. You can't do
just
that.
Can't do it.
No. Strike 2. Joe Kelly up in the pen.
Yeah, he's appealing his
8-game suspension.
8 games, yeah.
No 2 pitch coming up. And it's sharply hit into the shift right side. Profar to second base for the out that ends the inning. 7th inning stretch. 5-3 Padres. Of the top tier plays presented by Arco. 3 home runs for the Padres. Trent Grisham gets it started in the 1st inning. Then Will Myers opposite field in the 4th inning. Followed by Fernando Tatis Jr. Another opposite field home run that comes in the 5th. And tied the game at the time. Padres added 2 more in the bottom of the 6th inning, have a 5-3 lead. As they come to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning, Dave Roberts will employ his 4th pitcher of the ball game, and it is Joe Kelly.
And what do you know? Another hard thrower, and as Don mentioned last half inning, appealing his 8-game suspension for what happened in Houston recently. Enters his 5th game, no ERA. Really good numbers in the short time, 3 1/3. Although, can get a little wild. 4 walks in that 3 1/3 innings pitch, along with 3 strikeouts for Joe Kelly.
Well, Joe Kelly was suspended 8 games because he did this to Alex Bregman and Carlos Correa. Things got a little ugly, and he had enough. Said some things. Fence is cleared. Not a lot happened after that. It's not his first rodeo down that road before.
Yeah, but I just don't like the idea of throwing at somebody's head like that.
No. I'm with you on that. Fernando Tatis Jr. leading it off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ironically, Joe Kelly beat the Dodgers with the Red Sox to win the World Series in 2018. Now he's a Dodger, but back home where he grew up in California. Rolling away, 3-0.
As I mentioned, he get wild. Mechanically speaking, he's kind of a short armor. Doesn't really have a big arm swing out of that glove. Kind of hides it in back of his back push-off leg, and then right on top of you, out of the back of his hat. Watch how he comes short out of his glove right to the back of his body, right there.
That is ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk for Fernando Tatis Jr. to start things here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Now, this is the first of 3 against the Dodgers, and a look at what's coming up for the Padres as they end up with the day off on Thursday. And then the Arizona Diamondbacks come in for 3. And then it's at LA for 4, and at Arizona for 2, and Texas for 2. So a lengthy road trip that is coming up after this current homestand, which is a 6-game homestand over 7 days. And that off day on Thursday will be the first off day of this season for the Padres in 2020.
Only 2 in August, and a huge schedule within the division to where you can fall far behind or you can get a good lead or maintain. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a challenge.
So Grisham homered in the first, walked in the third, flied out to right in the 5th. That's a strike on the inside corner. Into the shift goes Justin Turner from third base. He'll go over to the right side of the infield.
Yeah, early in the count, you know, depending on the hitter, but you might want to try to push bunt one down the opposite way. That's why now Turner goes all the way over to the right side with 2 strikes.
Keep it tight to the infield, the double play scenario in order. Padres looking for some insurance as they bat here in the 7th inning with a 2-run lead. Fouled off, and we'll do it again. 0-2. Manny Machado waiting on deck. Padres batting last of the 7th. Grisham hits one on the ground, and by the dive of Turner on the right side into right field, and Tatis is stopped at third, throw to second base, and out there is Grisham. He tried to turn it into 2, and the Dodgers nab him at second base.
Well, he could not have placed this ball any better. Just out of the. Oh, you know what? That was a very catchable ball for Turner. That went right under his glove. Out by a lot at second base. Not even close.
Max Muncy applying the tag. Tatis takes third. That'll bring the infield in now. All the way around for LA as Tatis gets his lead.
Kind of overly aggressive right there, especially with the ball right in front of him in right field. But another run, as you mentioned, on 90 feet away.
Machado gets a real good look at 97, up and in. Flared foul off to the right, and it's 1-1. There's 98. .316 against Joe Kelly. Faced him a lot when Manny was in Baltimore and Joe Kelly was in Boston. Line to right field, and Peterson coming in will make the catch, and Tatis will have to stay at third. Overthrown though, and now they got Tatis hung up. He started homeward, and now he's in a rundown. Turner running him back, and he's going to try and score, but he will not. And will be tagged out to end the inning. The Padres do not score, as it turns out. The throw from Peterson was kind of airmail, and Tatis tried to get in, and some pretty good contact there with the catcher, Will Smith. 5-3 Padres. All right, Mike, thanks very much as we play along here to the 8th. Drew Pomeranz, the new pitcher here for the Padres, and the third of the night for Jay Stingler. Will Smith, who got his bell rung on the play at the plate that ended last inning, leads it off here.
It's always interesting, no matter what Fernando Tatis Jr. does, especially in a rundown. You never know. You got to pay attention and watch what happens. Every part of his game, electric, fun to watch. He's kind of gassed a little bit, kind of gasping a little bit. I mean, that was a lot going on there, going back and forth and starting and stopping.
That is ball 4, and not the way Pomeranz wanted to start this 8th inning.
Well, here's what happened last half inning to switch it on over. The ball to right field, and now watch as Turner gives it up. He's right in front of home plate. Fernando Tatis Jr. has every right to try to barrel him up because he's teed up with the ball in front of home plate. We know the rule about, you know, how the catcher's got to create a lane, but if the catcher has the ball and he's in front of home plate, he is game. And Fernando did a nice job of trying to jar the ball loose.
Kike Hernandez pinch hits here with nobody out. The Dodgers took exception to the hit and were barking back and forth after the inning with a lot of the Padres.
And I don't know why.
May not be the end of the story, though.
True.
This is game 1 of the battle between these two teams this season. Smith at first after a walk begins things here in the 8th.
There was nothing dirty about the play.
No. Popped up left side. Tatis on the short lawn and left handles out number 1. Time now for the Bill Howe plays of the game. Then Jake Cronenworth having quite a night down there at first base, Mike.
Going to his left with the leather. The race is on. Big RBI going the opposite way. He's been fun to watch. Putting together good plate appearances. Getting an opportunity and making the most of it, that's for sure.
1 out. Smith at first and Max Muncy the hitter. Muncy tonight 0 for 3 is struck out and grounded out twice to first base. At times handled ably by Jake Cronenworth. He's holding on the runner now. Padres have a shift on, but they keep it on the infield with the double play scenario in order. And that's strike 97 to the top of the zone for Drew Pomerantz.
You know, this is the first time this season that Drew Pomerantz has faced a lefty. Righties are only 1-13 against him. 1 for 13.
There's the bunched up defense on the right side, all in the dirt of the infield. Fastball by him at 96. Center fielder Grisham over towards left center. Big gap out there in right center. Short lead off first base over there for Smith. And a 2-2 pitch. Flared foul off to the left out of play. Center fielder Grisham over towards left center. Lots of green grass in right center field. It's Pomerantz works right now to Muncy. Turner next. Dodgers batting in the visiting half of the 8th inning. Fly ball to left center field, hit pretty well. Grisham going back onto the track to make the catch in front of the wall. And back to first goes Smith. Onto the dirt of the track out there in left center, but Grisham tracked it. Muncy's out number 2.
Missed it by that much. Underneath it, just a little bit too much, keeping it in the yard. Lefty on lefty, high fastball. Oh, he thought he got it.
Little bat flip there.
Not tonight.
A little bit of marine layer.
Yeah, back to the dugout. That's a hang with him.
2 down here in the 8th. Justin Turner. He'll be looking to clean one out here. Represents a tying run at the plate. Takes a fastball away. Paddock for 6, giving up the 3 runs the Dodgers have, but gone for 1. No hits, no runs. Now Pomerantz gets the strike call.
Wow.
1-1.
Boy, did he get a call on that one or what?
Sometimes I think calls go against Turner because of where he stands.
Good call. That's, I mean,
because he's so close that
I mean, good point. Yeah, that could be. Never thought of that.
1-1. Down 1-2. Staying away entirely.
Backdoor breaky ball right there. That's the old knuckle curve from Drew Pomerantz.
Dylan Floro up in the pen right now for the Dodgers, who have already used Gratterall, Ferguson, and Kelly. After Walker Buehler went the first 5. Here's a 1-2 pitch. And he went after it, strikes out. They'll fire down to first base, and that will end the inning. Pomerantz does a nice job. It's 5-3 Padres. The middle game of the three-game series between the Padres and the LA Dodgers. It is Dustin May for the Dodgers to Nelson Lamet for the Padres. Our coverage begins with Padres Live at 5:30 tomorrow on Fox Sports San Diego. It's the Dodgers and Padres in an NL West matchup. Should be a good one, and again, another great pitching matchup here tomorrow night.
Yeah, just what was advertised. Tommy, still, we got a lot of baseball left here at Petco Park in Game 1, but tomorrow should be a good matchup as well. And as we mentioned in our game open about how it's lined up with 1, 2, and 3 in this series, with the Padres top 1, 2, and 3 in the rotation.
Dylan Floro becomes pitcher number 5 for LA.
We saw Dylan Floro a lot in the last couple of years, and he enters his 5th game into the short time. He's thrown the ball quite well, a strikeout per innings pitched for the right-hander.
Tommy Pham leads it off for San Diego and takes strike 1. Pham in search of his first hit tonight. 0 for 3 in this one.
Well, in this inning down for the Padres, you've got right, left, right, and Floro. He did quite well last year against righties. He held them to a .211 average over the course of the season.
On the corner that time. Ball and 2 strikes to Tommy Pham. As mentioned, Cronenworth and then Myers expected here in the inning. There is Cronenworth. Has a hit and an RBI in tonight's game. Pham will chop one right side. Max Muncy to his left. Little bobble. Had trouble securing the baseball, but got it there in plenty of time for out number 1. Incidentally, Kike Hernandez, who pinch hit for Jock Peterson, the right fielder, has taken over in right field defensively. There is Kike Hernandez. 1 out in the 8th takes us to Jake Cronenworth. 1 for 3. Having grounded out in the 1st and 4th. Single to left field in the 6th inning to drive in the go-ahead run. And Manny Machado put the Padres on top 4-3. They would add another run and still enjoy the luxury of this 2-run advantage as they bat with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Line and caught at third by Turner. Nice catch. Little ups down there at third, and he lunges in the air for out number 2.
Very nice play. Couple of nice plays down there in the hot corner for the Dodgers and Justin Turner. This ball slicing and right into the webbing of the Dodgers third baseman, taking away possibly extra bases.
Two outs here in the 8th, and Will Myers. Strike 1. Will fly out to the warning track in deep left center field in the 2nd. Homered to right in the 4th inning. Struck out looking in the 6th inning. Home run, his 3rd of 2020. Well, a good sign right now, Mud. After a tough outing in Denver, the Padres closer is up right now at Petco Park in San Diego, getting ready for the 9th inning.
Oh yeah, Jace Tigler's going to go with his guy. There's going to be some bumps in the road, some hiccups along the way. And if there's anybody who could erase a bad outing, I think it's that guy right there, Kirby Yates.
Ball 2, 2-1. Field straightaway on Myers. Power to all fields. He's displayed that. Bounces in for ball 3. Floro's been able to get Tommy Pham to ground out. Jake Cronenworth to line out. Abraham Almonte waiting on deck, hoping he'll get a chance. There are 2 outs in the inning. Foul back, full count. Myers sends one down the left field line, and that ball will be a fair ball to the left field corner. Will headed for second base as Pollock digs it out. Myers rounds second. He's got himself a 2-out double and his second hit of the night.
Would be nice for the Padres to add on as El Gallo takes this little cutter slash slider outer half and keeps it fair after hitting the home run earlier. It's got double written all over it.
So Will Smith, the catcher, out to talk here to Floro as they get ready to deal with Abraham Almonte. Conference over. Floro in the midst of a meeting with himself back of the hill. Padres are 2 for 5 with runners in scoring position in this one. First game tonight for Abraham Almonte in a Padres uniform since 2015. That one bounces in. Almonte walked in the second, grounded out to short in the 4th inning, and singled to right in the 6th inning. One and one. Looking ahead to the top half of the 9th inning, Cody Bellinger, A.J. Pollock, Corey Seager, the expected trio. Anybody gets on Chris Taylor would have a chance. Really, anywhere you look at the Dodgers lineup is tough out.
Not a lot of holes. Not a lot of relaxing to do. Tough outs.
Strike 2, 94, and grabs the corner. Will Myers at second base, 2 outs here in the Padres 8th, trying to add on to a 2-run advantage. Almonte strikes out to end things in the 8th. You know what time it is? It's Kirby time. The Padres have a 2-run advantage. We're headed to the top of the 9th inning, and that guy will be coming on.
Confidence thing. I still know who I am. You know, I've sucked the last 2 times. That's the bottom line. Got to get better and just got to get back to doing work and should just get on track. And I think once I get on track, then you know, I'll be back to myself and be fine. I think you know, the positive out of this is it's happening right now and not, you know, 6 weeks from now, 7 weeks from now.
Well, good to know that it is not an injury, and I think that's one thing we were kind of thinking along the lines of in the first couple of outings. He's allowed 4 runs on 5 hits, 4 walks, and 2 1/3. And it's just not Kirby, you know, so that's been the concern.
Yeah, and nothing much more to add there because he just said it all. And you're right, Don, because he just didn't look crisp hitting his spots in his earlier outings. And he said it's just about getting back in that groove. It might take one at bat, it might take one pitch to find it. And he's got 2 runs right here, 5-3 lead for his Padres in the 9th. And you know what? Another thing. This is where I miss the fans. This is where the players miss the fans at Petco Park in a game like this with the closer on the hill.
Bellinger drives one deep and far to right field. Back goes Myers looking up, and that ball is gone. A home run for Cody Bellinger gets the Dodgers within a run, his second home run of the year. And it's now 5-4 with nobody out in the 9th inning.
You mentioned it last half inning, Don. It's not going to be easy anywhere in this Dodger lineup, starting with Bellinger. And once again, Kirby not getting ahead, and it's a high split finger fastball, and that ball leaks right into the swing, speeding up his bat, and Bellinger getting extended. He homered in Arizona. That's a split finger you got to get down, and Kirby knows that.
Now Pollock waves at that pitch. A little better that time. That's been one of the areas where the split has not been the same.
You can't afford, and we just saw it, we just witnessed it firsthand, you can't afford to leave that pitch up like that. The higher it's up in the zone, the more it's going to stay flat.
Fastball that time 0-2.
I want to keep an eye on the velocity and the location. That was 94 right there, outer half. There were times last year, remember, Kirby was touching mid-90s.
Pollock strikes out. Kirby Yates has his first out of the 9th inning.
The 2-seam fastball up, and up just enough to where he swings underneath it. You know, the split finger early in the count might set that fastball up. Pollock cannot catch up to it.
Corey Seager coming up. Padres going into their big shift with Machado in short right field. It's been a 2-hit night for Corey Seager, operating out of the DH spot for LA. Strike one by him at 94. One for 4, the one part of home run of Kirby Yates for Corey Seager. They shift on the right side in the infield and in short right, but in the outfield they play for Seager to go the other way.
It's because that fastball away, like we just saw.
Let's revisit our keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego County Honda dealer.
Well, the first one was early day off for Buehler. He went 5 innings, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, and then zeros from the pen. You know, the bullpen up to this point, with the exception of the home run, zeros.
Seager with a swing and a miss strikes out. Kirby Yates with back-to-back strikeouts, 2 down.
There's the feel for the splitter, and there's where he needs to throw it, at the knees and then on top of the dirt. Austin Hedges likes it.
Padres fans, your Padres pitchers have struck out more than 9 batters. Actually, it is 9. Now that all Padres fans can visit participating Petco locations tomorrow, sign up for PAL Rewards and receive a free pound of dog treats. Plus, the Petco Foundation will grant $500 to support local animal welfare efforts. 2 down in the 9th, and Chris Taylor standing in. Reached on an error in the 2nd, grounded out to 3rd in the 5th, and walked in the 7th. 2 for 7 against Kirby in his career. Just missed. 2-0. Kirby wanted it badly.
Yeah, he did. Some chirping from the Padre dugout as well. We've seen pitches of both sides, granted, both sides, off the plate more than this one, called strikes. That two-seamer comes back nicely.
Fouled off to the right out of play, and it's 2-1. Two outs in the 9th inning. The Padres have a 1-run advantage. We hope you join us. Standing is 1 across San Diego at home, wherever you may be, Friar faithful. That's strike 2, and it's 2-2.
Watch the glove of Austin Hedges. It's in the general area. There's the split finger on the inside part of the plate.
Ball 3. Full count now to Chris Taylor with 2 outs in the 9th inning. Nate's peering into Austin Hedges to find out what it is he will throw. He struck him out. The Padres win. Kirby Yates picks up his first save as the Padres hold on and win it 5-4. Now Kirby Yates gives up the leadoff home run to Cody Bellinger, but then proceeds to strike out Pollock, Seager, and Taylor, all down by way of the K.
I'll tell you, watch the emotion of Kirby Yates after Taylor swings and misses on this one. Oh, he is fired up. After the way he started this season, tell you what, a sigh of relief. Austin Hedges loves it. His Padre teammates love it. Man, he loves it. Nice game for the Friars.
Padres win this one 5-4 as they take the first against the LA Dodgers of 2020. Mike Pomerantz, what's in store?